she didn't want me to tell them it was her birthday, so I didn't. But then there were like 3 other birthdays that night. We went there and we didn't on Sunday instead. Okay. It's really good food. That's probably one of our favorite spot around. What's it called?
In for the Cavs, 30, Ty Smith, and 33, Jaime Gonzalez. Maybe next year. I thought you were talking about basketball for a second. I was like, that's not. Yeah. Our final score of the sophomore game, LP 37, Streator 21. Let's give both teams a big round of applause.
WLPO LaSalle, a Starved Rock local station. Get more Starved Rock news, talk, and classic rock after this presentation of 103.9 WLPO Sports.
High school basketball is on the air. 103.9 WLPO proudly brings you the area's biggest games and best matchups all season. Presented by the Locker Room in Spring Valley. Tonight's game between the LaSalle Peru Cavaliers and Streator Bulldogs is brought to you in part by Heartland Auto Body, Illinois Valley Credit Union, Ottawa Honda, Spring Valley City Bank, and Town & Country Services. You can watch this game on Starved Rock Media's YouTube channel. You can also watch it with a subscription to the Starved Rock Media channel on the NFHS network. If you don't have a screen, listen on FM 103.9, AM 1220, or with the free WLPO app. Now, LP and Streator boys basketball, presented by the Locker Room. Here are Brandon LaChance and Mike Porter.
What is the best way to end a Tuesday night, afternoon? How about some boys basketball, high school style, as we got LaSalle Peru at Streator in a non-conference contest. I'm Brandon LaChance, joined by Mike Porter. Mike, I know we're going to have a great game here.
Yeah, you know, obviously, as I was looking at the records of the teams, of course, LP's got a little bit of a better record than Streator, but I think when you're ever at Streator, LP Streator, I think that's going to be a very competitive game, no matter what the records say.
Being a player myself from Mendota, when we came here, I will never forget how loud the band is.
Yes.
And I know you're going to hear it all broadcasts when they are playing, and that's the number one thing I remember about this school.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're basically right down here on the court on the one side of the gym, so you definitely, I can hear it for sure.
We have the captain's meeting going on right now. We got about 7:30 left until tip-off. You mentioned the records. LP comes in at 11-4, Streator at 6-8. They used to be in the same conference, played each other twice every year. Now this is a non-conference affair as LP is in the Interstate 8 and Streator in the, I call it the ICE, but the Illinois Central 8.
Yep.
But it still means a lot to both squads.
Of course, you know they're local. Obviously, Streator's 15 miles away from LP. But some of these kids have been playing against each other, since grade school. I'm sure they see them in travel circuits, and we drove past the incubator here so I'm sure these kids know each other, and I know Streator is going to want to, play competitive against LP and beat not necessarily a rival, but definitely a local team.
When we were pulling up, I almost wanted to challenge you to a one-on-one game. We could have got out and played at the incubator.
I'd probably still be there on the floor somewhere. So.
I'd pick you up. I'd probably be on the floor right next to you. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back to talk more about this game between LaSalle Peru and the Streator boys basketball teams. 103.9 WLPO and the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel.
Tired of generic gear that doesn't represent your true colors? It's time to take the next step with the Locker Room. Whether you're hitting the field, court, or cheering from the stands, the Locker Room is your trusted partner for all your sporting goods and custom apparel needs. Just like the pros, the Locker Room understands what it takes to showcase your identity with quality and style. From team uniforms to fan gear, they have an extensive range of products to customize your dream look. Check them out online or visit Mike and the team in Spring Valley, and now on weekends in Utica. The Locker Room. Elevate your game today.
When a play breaks down on the basketball court, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt and professional service. Town & Country Services has their phones manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so your problems and questions are all taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country offers free estimates and affordable rates, are licensed professionals, and have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. When you need prompt professional service, call Town & Country Services in Tonka or Princeton.
Town & Country Services.
Listen on FM 103.9, AM 1220 with the free WLPO app, or ask your smart speaker to play 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock. Starved Rock News.
Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter back here in Streator as we get ready for non-conference action. They did put another 5 minutes on the clock. It gives us more time to talk.
Yeah, I guess the tip-off is technically at 7 o'clock p.m., so they probably want to get a little closer to that actual scheduled time.
Smart time. That gives more people to tune into us as well.
Absolutely.
For LaSalle Peru, you know, at this point of the year, this is when you start saying some of the same names over and over again as they, you know, continue to play top-notch ball. And, of course, when you talk about LaSalle Peru Cavaliers, there's one name that sticks out at the top, but then he's got a strong cast around him.
Yeah, obviously Marian Persic has, you know, been playing great basketball, you know, since the season started. Wyatt Kilday, Jameson Hill, Braylon Bond, Eric Sotelo, obviously the starters have been playing strong. And, you know, the LP strength, I think, is they have a lot of shooters and a lot of seniors who are very confident in playing basketball.
And not only offensively, but defensively. This defensive unit has caused trouble for almost everybody. They had a little glitch against Mendota, which is a strong offensive team.
Absolutely.
But everybody else, they've been averaging less than 50 points allowed.
Right. And LP this year, you know, I'm pretty impressed. They have a lot of height. You know, honestly, that's not been a strength of LaSalle Peru basketball over the years. But they have a lot of kids that have a little bit of a bulk to them and height. So it helps on the defensive end of the court.
When you played, were you a defensive player?
I did not play basketball whatsoever, so no.
I was not either. You did not want me to play defense.
No.
Don't know if you wanted me to shoot either. I was just there.
Hey, that's okay. You know, sometimes you need those kind of players.
No doubt, no doubt. Streator, as we were looking, I recognize some guys from refereeing. I've seen them a few times. But in terms of top names that we know, this is a new Streator team compared to the last couple years where they had a upperclassmen squad.
Sure.
Now not so much this year.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like any of the names are recognizable that I overlooking over the rosters. Obviously, Streator's got some of those same names that you see a lot, like in Mendota, you'll see a lot of those same kind of names. Ottawa has those same kind of names, but here these are kids that I've not heard of, so it'll be interesting to see how they do.
And I've seen them drop a lot of balls in the shoot-around, but shoot-around to game time doesn't always happen that way.
No, unfortunately it doesn't. It looked like they were making a lot of threes, so we'll see if that's going to be part of their game plan is to shoot from long range.
And we've seen, as you mentioned before, LaSalle Peru can shoot threes, but they also find a way to get in transition. They find a way to, you know, make half-court sets count. It seems their offense is able to shift and adapt whatever they got to do.
Yeah, Seneca, Coach Seneca has done a really nice job getting these LP players to work as a team, and I think they've done a really good job. I've seen, obviously, a lot of the games, of course, all the games at home and a couple games on the road, and they've really worked together. So it's nice to see, and I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yes, this is going to be a great game. Non-conference, as we stated before, as LaSalle Peru is in the Interstate 8 and Streator in the Illinois Central 8 after it seemed like an eternity in the same conference. Now they split.
Right. Well, hopefully they can get a little bit to a better start. Obviously, they played Mendota just this couple days ago. Mendota's a very, very strong team. Very impressed with what they can do. But LP just started so slow during that game. They really need to start off that first quarter much better.
I kind of give that to Ottawa because on Friday night, right before, less than 24 hours before, they played an aggressive physical game with Ottawa where they were just banging into each other the entire regulation.
You're right. It was a totally open floor playing in that Mendota game. So,
Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, we're going to take a break as we get to the national anthem. We'll get back for the starting lineup and to get this game underway. 103.9 WLPO and the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. Rock Media YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Alex Cervantes. I'm the general manager of the new Ottawa Honda. Ottawa Honda is proud to sponsor the Keys to the Game in local high school basketball. I want to invite you to come in and meet me and the team and check out the new Hondas arriving every day. If you mention to us the code word Keys to the Game, we'll give you an additional $1,000 off of any purchase, new or used vehicle. Visit us in person at the dealership or visit our website, ottawahonda.net. Ottawa Honda, where we make it so easy.
Take the plunge into the freezing Lake Mendota on February 28th.
It's cool.
The Law Enforcement Torch Run Polar Plunge for Special Olympics Illinois is right around the corner. You can get a team together, or you can plunge all by yourself. If jumping into a cold lake in February doesn't sound all that great, then you can donate to the Starved Rock Media Radio Anchors Polar Plunge Team with me, Jamie London, sports guy Brandon LaChance, office manager Amy, and intern Cam. Get started at plungeillinois.com.
Start your day with Rod and Tom. Then get updates throughout the day on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock. WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Back here at Streator, they slipped in the fight song before the break. Let's hear the national anthem all together. I love it when people ask me, what is the song that you've heard the most times in your life? And it's an easy answer that it's the national anthem. I have heard the song, which we should listen to it. I mean,
absolutely,
it's our national anthem.
Yep.
But that's an easy answer for me. That's the one I've heard the most.
Yep, I would agree. For
the LaSalle Peru Cavaliers, we got the starting lineup, starting with number 3, Braylon Bond. He's a senior, 6'3" guard forward. Then Eric Sotelo, a senior, 6'2", also a hybrid. Then we have number 11, Jamison Hill, a 6'6" senior forward center. I call him the center.
I'd call him a center.
Then number 24, Marion Persich, the star for LP, 6'4" sophomore.
And I was of course, number 33, Gavin Stokes, freshman star in the making. In the making, absolutely.
He started off coming off the bench, and then as we move forward here, he's been in the starting lineup and making great things happen. For Streator, we're going to start with number 1. He is a senior, Lazarick Moten, a 5'9" guard. Then we have number 10, Christian Bruton. He's a sophomore, a 6'1" guard. Then number 21, Brennan Stillwell. He is a junior forward. Number 23, Colin Byers, a junior forward. And rounding up the lineup for the Bulldogs, number 25, Joseph Hoekstra, a senior center. If you look on paper or even at the roster, besides Marion Persich, they kind of match up equally throughout the roster.
So, I would say so. I'd agree with that. LP has a little bit more height, but sometimes height doesn't always equate to greatness. But anyways.
That's true. That's true. We want to thank our presenting sponsor. That is the Locker Room, where you're home for all things sports. From equipment, uniforms to fan gear, it's the Locker Room. Find out more at lockerroombpb.com. Of course, Ottawa Honda keys to the game. Real quickly, I think it's LaSalle Peru's got to take the ball inside.
I think they definitely should, because they definitely have a height advantage, and in with that, I think they need to start faster. Obviously, Mendota took them out of their game plan and shot a lot of threes, and LP needs to do much better on the defensive end.
Streator got the jump. Hoekstra went up for a shot. Bulldogs got their own rebound, but a miss before LP gets the rebound, goes the other way, but Persich dribbles it off of his foot. Early mistake, but hey, we got plenty of time to make up for that one. So Streator's going to get the ball back here underneath their basket. LP with the full court press. That is Lazarick Moten, is going to be the premium ball handler for the Bulldogs. Getting picks, trying to find an opening. That is Christian Bruton with the ball, then to number 23, Colin Byers. Passing the ball around the outside as they're looking for an opening inside. Like we said in the pregame, LaSalle Peru's defense has been very tough for people to score on. But right there, that's a 3 by the sophomore for Streator, Christian Bruton.
Well, that's probably a good way to start for as far as Streator is concerned.
LP, of course, wants to answer here. Eric Sotelo, the senior, with the ball outside of the three-point line. He can chuck them up from out there, too. I've seen him make a lot of Steph Curry threes. Ball gets popped out. It is going to remain the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I'd say between Eric Sotelo would probably be the best outside shooter. Persic has done pretty well from mid-range. Gavin Stokes is a great shooter too, so we'll see.
I was hoping you were going to put Stokes in the mix because he's made a name for himself hitting especially the corner three in the last few games. LP, that's going to be a foul on number 25, Joseph Hoekstra for Streator, as Persic was trying to go inside, a blocking foul on Streator. We do have a 3-0 Streator lead here, 6:40 in the first quarter on a three-pointer by Christian Bruton, the sophomore for the Bulldogs. LP with the inbounds play, that's Gavin Stokes, slid his foot, had a little too much momentum, the foot slid, and that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, he tried to stop on his pivot foot, but he just couldn't do it.
Had too much momentum going forward. LP remaining in the full court press, which might be smart. Like we said earlier, they're long, they're lengthy, and they have height.
Yeah, we haven't seen that a lot so far this year, having a press as to start a game like this. So, steal by Eric Sotelo.
Streator went inside with Colin Byers looking for either a pass or a shot, but LP knocked it out. And then
Sotelo lost the dribble there.
Another unforced turnover for LP. That's 3 so far early on in this first quarter. Streator with the ball, pushing it up. Moten looking for Hoekstra. The pick and roll, but nicely covered.
Good defense there by Sotelo.
Sotelo and Bond made sure both sides of the paint, they weren't getting in there. Byers trying to get through Persic, which is way easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely. Persic is a solid player for sure on the defensive side and offense, of course.
Streator close to, if he would have put his foot down, that would have been a over half court line. Streator trying to find anything, but the LP defense holding steady. Hoekstra goes inside, passes to the three-point line, can't get a shot off. That is Moten. He drives in for a runner, and that's going to count. Streator now with a 5-0 lead, 5:15 in the first quarter over LP.
Let's see if LP can get something going on the offensive side.
Stokes to Sotelo, looking for Hill to screen and roll, but instead he puts up a shot. It misses. That's a rebound for Streator's Bruton, pushing the ball up. Back to Moten. Stokes almost with the steal, but Moten was able to get his hands back on it. You can see that they like to have high screens and then try to cut inside. Moten shot short.
I was going to say maybe that was a call to pass on his end, but foul on LP it looks like.
Hoekstra got the rebound, put it up, and it looks like it's going to be on
Persic, I think. Yep.
Marion Persic, his first. It was a great thing against Mendota, even though they were trailing. Persic didn't get his first foul until the third quarter, which helped them against Mendota. If he can keep his fouls low, we have seen when he gets in foul trouble, it kind of hurts LP.
Absolutely.
If he can keep them low, LP's always got a chance in a game. Hoekstra misses the first and the second. No free
they
throws.
get the rebound too.
But an offensive rebound. That could go to both of them as they were bobbling it around, but number 21, Brendan Stillwell, is the one that picked it up.
Yeah, you never want to let the offensive team get the rebound after 2 missed free throws.
Stillwell to Bruton. Bruton back to Stillwell, passing the ball around the perimeter. Again, trying to find anything inside.
Yeah, they're definitely being patient on the offensive side.
Moten takes a drive. It was a nice look, but unable to get past the LP defense.
Jamison missed layup there by Hill.
Hill misses the layup, which could have been a charge.
I was going to say, I'm surprised they didn't call an offensive foul.
There's a body flopping, and I kind of saw a shoulder. But
well,
hey.
you got the referee history there to show. I'm naive when I'm looking for offensive fouls.
Anytime you drop a shoulder, that's a charge. But hey, they didn't call it, so he didn't drop it enough for them.
Gotcha.
I actually have worked with one of these refs, the one that's got the ball right now. That's Ray Gerkich. I've worked a lot of games with him.
Yep, I've seen him at LP before.
Do not know the other two refs, but I know Ray. He's a He's been doing this for about 20, 25 years. It is Stillwell with the ball for Streator as they have a 5-0 lead over LP with about 3:30 left in the first quarter. Hoekstra back to Stillwell. Stillwell drives, had Sotelo on him, and he's going to get Sotelo with the foul. That's 2 team fouls on LP. Streator has 1. Sotelo had that just a little bump, just enough for a foul.
Definitely on the outside here.
Back to Hoekstra in the middle, going against Soltra.
Wow, they're just not getting any of the rebounds at all.
That rebound went to Brendan Stillwell, who puts it back in.
Yeah, John Seneca is not going to be very happy with this. Hey, there we go.
3-pointer for LP. That's Braylon Bond in the corner. I did notice against Ottawa and Mendota the last 2 games, the LP loves the corner 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So that is the first shot made for LP as it is 7-3 Streator with 2:55 left in the first.
Yep, another steal by Bond. He's driving hard. He's passed to Marion. Nice.
Easy layup for LP. Bond finds Persich, puts it up with ease. Now it's 7-5. We're back to the full court press. We're going to get Braylon Bond with a foul on the Bulldog guard, Zayek Moten. Being aggressive, sometimes a little over-aggressive, you'll get those fouls.
Yep.
But still 2 before the bonus as they have 3 team fouls. 2:39 left in the first.
Yeah, as long as we can avoid having one of the players get 2 fouls in the first quarter, we don't want to ever see that. They're going to pull them immediately, I would imagine.
And here is Streator with the ball. Moten has been the ball handler for Streator, and you can see why. He's got good handles and a solid basketball IQ of where to put the ball, who to give it to. The big man Hoekstra in the middle finds Stillwell, who's going to drive, but he is double teamed.
Wrong 3 here.
Bruton, who hit a 3 before, shoots another one, but again, Streator gets an offensive rebound.
Yeah, that was such a long shot. Obviously, it had a long rebound. Oh, another offensive rebound for Streator.
There was a drive by Sharon Morton. Then Streator again gets an offensive board.
Hoekstra with probably the 3rd offensive rebound so far in the first quarter.
They have been crashing the boards. LP not able to get a hand on it. Eric Sotelo with the shot. Misses.
Tough shot there.
Hoekstra with the board. Bruton for Streator. It's getting guarded by Gavin Stokes. Good D from Stokes. Making him move. Pass to Stillwell on the outside. He's going to drive. Puts it up.
He gets the rebound too. Boy, I tell you.
Out to Moten. I hear LP sideline saying, get the rebound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to get some substitutions here to see if we can get some better rebounding play. Wyatt Kilday in for the Cavaliers, along with John Sowers and one of the Moheisers, Mason Mohiser.
Good substitution time as we got 1:25 left in the first quarter. Cavaliers trail the Bulldogs 9-5 in this non-conference action. Thank you for tuning in to 103.9 WLPO and our Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. Marion Persich looking to find room.
Oh, get double teamed there.
Eric Sotelo, you give him room, he's going to shoot. But Hoekstra gets in on him. Pass from Persich to Kilday, and it's going to be a foul on the rebound against LP.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it's on Mohiser, his first.
And that is who it is against. So that's 4 for LP with under a minute left. 14 fouls. Bulldogs make a couple substitution as Jackson Studnicki, number 15, is in. 3, Sharon Morton, he's been in for a minute or so. But Moten is going to continue to be the point guard for the Bulldogs. Brennan Stillway finds Morton in the corner. Running a little 3-man weave over here. I will say Streator moves really well without the ball.
Yeah, and they're being very patient. They're trying to get a good pass in there, and you know, they've been successful leading here LP 9-5.
And there's Morton, gets a step, passes into Hoekstra, who loses the handle. Eric Sotelo grabs the ball, going the other way with Hoekstra right on him.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive on the defensive end. Three-pointer.
Sowers to Persic in the corner, and again, another corner three for LP to make it a 9-8 ball game. Moulton puts up a shot at the end that would have counted, but it was short. LP a trailing 9-8 after the first quarter. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, we're going to catch our breath. That was kind of quick there at the end.
Yeah, definitely, and at least LP's only down by 1 point. The way they started, I think they got to be happy about that.
103.9 WLPO and the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. WLPO and the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join Ashley and John in holy matrimony. If anyone knows why this couple should not be wed, let them speak now or forever hold their peace.
I do, Dr. Ed. Take a look at her smile. Mom! I'm sorry, sweetheart, but your teeth are so yellow.
Your mom's right, Ashley, but don't worry. Come with me.
At the same church, just 2 hours later.
Oh, Dr. Ed, you saved the day. My teeth are as white as my dress.
I now pronounce you clean and white. You may kiss the bride.
You've spent years planning the perfect day. Make sure every picture you have for the rest of your life shows a radiant smile with beautiful white teeth. A lifetime of smiles can make it happen in as little as 2 hours. Before your big day, see Dr. Ed, Dr. Pat, or Dr. Ken at a Lifetime of Smiles and have the perfect white smile for your big day.
Dr. Ed and Associates are not licensed oral surgeons, endodontists, or orthodontists.
The biggest games and the best matchups are on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock. WLPO. Starved Rock.
Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter.
Good save by Kilday.
Second quarter action here. LP at Streator. Missed a basket from LP. Streator going to go the other way. It's a great way to come into a broadcast.
Absolutely.
Like, hey, putting up a shot. Into Hoekstra, the big man for Streator, between rebounds and being right there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very nice pass into the interior, and he was able to lay it in.
Here's LP going around the perimeter looking for somebody to come in. Jamison Hill has been quiet so far. Finds Wyatt Kilday, but a little off.
Yeah, that's two missed layups here at the beginning of the second quarter.
Streator with the ball going the other way. Trying to get it back into Hoekstra, the offensive focal point here to start the second quarter. Streator trying to get a timeout, then saying a foul.
Yeah, I think it must be a possession arrow to Streator.
Gonna go a jump ball. Bo Doty, the Streator coach, not happy about that one, saying his guy got hit on the arm. Couldn't tell if he was saying at first a foul or a timeout.
Sure.
But then it was obviously like, hey,
going for a foul.
He was going for a foul. Moulton with the ball, looking for people to move around. Hoekstra, again, the main focal point, but we got a foul away from the ball.
Offensive foul on I didn't see who it was called against.
That is on Sharon Morton, number 3. It was away from the ball, was not looking. But you can get those too if you're being a little over-aggressive.
Gavin Stokes back into the game for LP.
Eric Sotelo with the ball against Morton. Gets a screen from Stokes. Now to Jamison Hill, who's going to take it inside.
Oh,
and
nice shot.
He's going to get that and one. He went up for a layup and was hit in air by Sharon Morton. He did have his hands up, but I think they're going to say it was body. And Bo is saying the same thing.
Bo's not happy over there. Uh-oh.
Bo is yelling at both refs now.
He better watch himself.
Jamison Hill at the line shooting 2 for LP. They do trail the Bulldogs 11-10 here, 6:22 in the second quarter. Hill's and one free throw. He did make the layup as he got, I don't know if you call that a mid-range or a layup. He was right in the middle of the paint.
Yeah, he was in the middle of the lane for sure. So
when he got hit, but he did convert the and one.
Ooh, tough. Oh.
LP just bailed him out as they tried to do a full court skip pass or a half court skip pass.
Sowers had it in his hands, but it bounced off out of bounds. So Marian Persich back into the game for Sotelo.
And Brendan Stillwell of the Bulldogs is back in the game. 2 starters coming back.
Tie game, 11-11.
Colin Byers to Moten. Again, trying to go inside, then outside. Byers with Persich on him. He's been quiet so far in the game. Persich defense, again, probably a part of that.
Yep.
Byers holding the ball.
He's got the count going there. Yep. Oh, I didn't see the Marian must have knocked it out.
Had to have been on the inside as that referee on the
baseline.
The baseline. There we go. Thank you. Well, I was going to say Lee Trail use referee lingo.
There's a 3-pointer.
Moten with the 3 to make it 14-11 Streator.
Second 3 of the game for Moton.
Here is Jamison Hill looking for Persich. Handoff. Fakes a 3. Nice little jump shot. Being well defended by Brendan Stillwell. Stokes.
Nope, that's going to be Sowers. Yep.
Stokes with the pass to Sowers. Persich battling for a rebound. And Mason
finally gets it. Oh.
And then that's Hoekstra with the steal.
Yeah, that was a tough pass going interior. I don't know if he was going for Sowers or Moheiser, but tough pass nonetheless.
Hoekstra on the outside. Lost his dribble, looking for somebody to get it to. Finds Stillwell. Persich doesn't want to be over-aggressive, and he was. He's going to be called, I believe that's his second foul. 4:43 here in the second quarter.
I'm going to guess he's going to come out real quick here.
Sotelo and Bond are back in.
Timeout here on the court.
We do have a timeout. We are going to take a break with them. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, 103.9 WLPO, and of course, the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel.
While our local basketball teams chase big victories, we understand the power of small wins and a strong legacy. For 120 years, Spring Valley City Bank has stood beside local families and businesses, helping them reach their goals. I'm Heather Hammett. Spring Valley City Bank knows that strong relationships make all the difference. Our lenders know you and have the experience and expertise you need. Visit us in Spring Valley or Peru, or give us a call to set up an appointment.
Do business with your friends and neighbors. Spring Valley City Bank.
Spring Valley City Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
If Tom Petty, Bob Seeger, and John Mellencamp are some of your favorite players, stick around after the game. 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock. Starved Rock.
Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter back here at Streator High School. As we mentioned in the pregame, the band always loud and solid here at Streator. One of the first things I think of when I think of the Streator Gymnasium.
Yep, there's not a quiet area here in Pop's Gym for sure, and the superfans here for Streator are in a construction zone mode here.
We have a 14-11 Streator lead here with about 4:28. That is a steal from Braylon Bond. A layup, and it goes in.
Right.
Cuts the deficit to 14-13. LP only trails by 1. Back in the full court press. Byers gets by it, but it is going to be out, and they're going to say last touched by Bond. So it is going to be Streator's ball underneath the hoop. Streator has not went very deep in the bench. Had a couple people come off. But mainly their starters have played most of the minutes here in the first half.
Yeah, I was going to say, they haven't had that many subs.
There's Byers to Moten. 2 names we will say all game, especially Moten. It's been the main ball handler as he made Gavin go one way, went up for the layup,
another
misses.
Offensive rebound.
And Hoekstra with the and one, gets the board and puts it in, and fouled by LP. That is going to be definitely in our second half adjustments is this rebounding.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very surprised that they're able to get the rebounds, but Hoekstra has been an animal getting these boards.
And that foul on Sowers for LP. He converts the three-point line, the three-point play. That is Hoekstra for Streator. That gives them a 17-13 lead. John Sowers from LP with the foul. Berlin Bond looking for Sotelo in the corner. Goes the other way to Gavin Stokes. Jamison Hill with enough space for a shot, but misses. Brennan Stillwell with the rebound for Streator. They've come out here on the rebounds, and they have to be plus 7 or 8 over LP.
Oh, very aggressive move there by Moton for sure.
Moton with a tough look, gets the ball to drop through the bucket. 19-13, but answered by Sowers.
Sowers with the play. Nice drive there.
19-15 the Streator lead. We're going back and forth here now. Moton finds Bruton. Got to have a man on him. He's launched a couple long threes, made one of them. Hill going to be called with the reach.
Oh no, they brought it over for Sowers off the ball.
Could have called both of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought they were going to call the first one you said.
But they do get Sowers. That is his second. They were both in the same vicinity, so one of them was going to get the call. Bulldogs underneath the hoop. That's Moton. He's going to put up a three, and it is good.
Another one.
That's his second three, as now the Bulldogs have a 22-15 lead over LP. Hill with the ball on the outside, guarded by Hoekstra for Streator. Bond with the ball in the corner. Now to Stokes, he's going to launch. Little long, rebound goes to Streator, going the other way.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something at halftime here because they're not hitting the shots, they're not getting the rebounds. Just kind of a slow-moving game for LP here.
Bruton on the outside for the Bulldogs. Trying to find a gap, can't find a good defense from Stokes. Sotelo on Moton, good defense. Puts up a shot, but it is well contended by
he was
Sotelo.
feeling it.
That was a heat check. That's what he was trying to do there. Sotelo going the other way, guarded well by Brennan Stillwell.
Very aggressive defense there.
That could have been a foul. I think I saw a hand reach, but Braylon Bond with a tough layup, just a little bit short.
Oh, I was going to say, he was the first one to touch it after he was out of bounds, so he can't do that.
And I believe he was out of bounds as well when he grabbed it too.
Okay.
But you were right too, either or.
I don't know if that's the same rule. Like in football, you can't touch the ball first, being out of bounds. I don't know if you have to establish inside the actual field of play.
It is on a play like that,
okay.
Yes. Sure, that's Bruton finding Stillwell after the double.
Good defense there.
The double team by LP. That was great defense. Stokes open for a three, passes on it. Sotelo finds Hill wide open underneath.
Nice.
Rolls around, but it does go in. 22-17. LP cuts the deficit.
First points for Hill so far.
Offensively, he's been quiet. Defense, he's caused a little stir here and there because of his length. But offensively, we definitely need Hill to kick it up a notch for the Cavaliers.
Long
with
three.
A long three, and it's going to drop.
Man.
Stokes was right in front of him, and he's still going to hit it. 25-17.
That's
Streator
a Division I college three there.
Streator brings it back up to an 8-point lead. As you mentioned, that was a D1 range.
Oh, what are they calling it? They're calling Persic for the foul there.
They're going to call him with a push-off. He used his forearm to push off. That's what they're saying.
Okay. Well, that's his third, so he's definitely going to take a seat for the rest of this quarter.
Yeah, he's taking a break for the half, that is for sure, as we got 50.6 seconds left here in the second quarter. Streator leading 25-17. And we're getting the ball back in play here. Was a little conversation with the ref. Sowers almost with the steal.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be a foul on Stokes. It seems like any body contact at this point, you're getting a foul. That's 5 for LP, so they are.
Yeah, this is quite a different game for because when they played Ottawa the other day, they were manhandling themselves and they weren't getting calls.
It's pretty much a UFC match at one point.
I know. So different atmosphere here.
And this is Bruton shooting the free throws for Streator. Christian Bruton, he is a sophomore 6'1" guard. He has already knocked down 2 long threes. See if he can hit the first one after missing the second one. And he does
No,
not.
and they get I was going to say,
it bounces around to Sowers on the outside of the three-point line. Hill bringing the ball up. Gives it to Stokes. Stokes looks to go in, but then turns around as he sees the Streator defense collapse. Sowers with Moten on him. He's going to drive in for a layup.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a pretty tough layup there.
Sotelo with the steal after Stillwell had the rebound.
That looks long there.
Three was long for Bond. You just called that one.
Yep.
And that could be a travel, and it is. Streator went for the rebound, but took 2 or 3 steps as he hit the ground. That being Sharon Morton. So LP is going to get the ball underneath with 17.5 seconds left in the second quarter.
Think he'll play for the last shot here?
I would. I definitely would. Trailing 8-25-17.
No, maybe not.
There's Bond with the layup. 12 seconds left with the full court press still on. Moten has Hill and Sowers right in front of him.
Oh, LP, nice defense.
Forcing the turnover for Streator. 3.1 seconds left in the second quarter here. Sotelo with the inbound. He's got Stokes right in front of him. Hill at half court. Bond and Sowers closer to the basket. See where Sotelo looks. Goes to Stokes at half court. He gets a shot off. Just misses.
Nice look there.
That even looked like it could have bounced in after it hit the rim.
Nice look for the freshman shooter.
Well, that is going to be our halftime score. 25-19, Streator leads LP. We are going to take a break, and we will be back with our halftime show. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, 103.9 WLPO, and our Star Rock YouTube media channel. Star Rock Media YouTube channel. I've been saying it great all day.
You did pretty well.
One time. But yeah, check out that Star Rock Media YouTube channel.
Ever feel your financial institution is more about them than you, more focused on profits than customer service? Hi, I'm Steve Piano. That is not the case at Illinois Valley Credit Union. At IVCU, the focus is on you. We're in the business of helping you realize your dreams with low-interest loans that best match your financial needs. Get the lowest rate when you finance or refinance your car, motorcycle, or RV with IVCU. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become a member. Learn more at IVCU.com. IVCU, you are who we are. Member NCUA.
You've heard me talk about all the products and services we offer at Connecting Point Computer Center. Most recently about certain Windows programs that are being discontinued. Because of this, we are swamped, and we need to add professionals to our team of engineers. If you have IT experience with Windows Server, virtualization, security, or other related services, we'd love to talk to you. Connecting Point Computer Center offers competitive wages, benefits, insurance, and more. Stop in and apply at our office in downtown Peru today.
Connecting Point, we provide solutions.
Official contest rules for WLPO are brought to you by Kilday Baxter & Associates. There's never any purchase necessary, but you must be a legal U.S. resident and, unless otherwise specified, at least 18 years old to win. Winners agree to use of their likeness for promotion and may be liable for taxes. Starbuck Media is not responsible for prizes that become unavailable, nor do we warrant any prize. Specific contest rules available at starvrock.media. Have fun playing and winning. And for accounting and tax services, count on Kilday Baxter & Associates in Oglesby.
Why have thousands of homeowners come to SITK since 1989 for their kitchen and bath projects? It's pretty simple. Talented design help, great showroom ideas, and competitive pricing. When you visit the SITK Design Showroom, you'll see amazing displays where you can touch the real thing, coordinate materials, and select the perfect design for your kitchen or bath.
Why don't you stop in and see us, and let's imagine together at Someone's in the Kitchen.
SITK Kitchen and Bath in Princeton.
The NCI Artworks Mad Hatter Ball is January 16th at the West Clocks Event Center to celebrate the arts in the Illinois Valley. Eat delicious food, enjoy amazing performances by talented students, and win great prizes at this fun, family-friendly event. Many thanks to the Dance Center of LaSalle, Premier Properties, Eureka Savings Bank, Music Suite 408, and Starvrock Media for supporting the arts in our communities. Get your Mad Hatter Ball tickets today at nciartworks.com or call 815-866-5167. See you on the 16th at the Mad Hatter Ball at the West Clocks Event Center in Peru.
Starved Rock Local Mornings with Rod and Tom on 103.9 WLPO. With Rod and Tom on 103.9 WLPO.
Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter back here for our halftime show. First of all, I want to thank our sponsors. That, of course, is the Locker Room. Town and Country Services, our e-check sponsor.
After the first quarter?
The Ottawa Honda, as they brought us our keys to the game. Heartland Auto Body.
Thank you.
Spring Valley City Bank and Illinois Valley Credit Union. I know our buddy Mike Porter, he's got some stats for us. What do we have here for LP and Streator?
Yeah, obviously you can see Streator's been leading the game in rebounds for sure. Braylon Bond is actually the leading scorer for LP. He's got 7 points after the first half. Marian Persic, leading scorer for the team over the season, has 5. Satella with 3, and then Hill and Sowers with 2 each. So low scoring first half for LP. Streator's been doing a great job on the offensive board. They've hit several threes. Very impressed with that, and they're not just your garden variety threes. They're decent threes for sure, and I would say that they're doing a great job defensively on Persic. Of course, he's got those 3 fouls, so that's really going to affect him going into the third and fourth quarter. So it'll be interesting to see what LP does that, but I guess Braylon Bond, keep shooting. He's doing really good so far in this game.
Streator had a 9-8 lead after the first quarter and then now lead 25-19. Thank you, Spring Valley City Bank, for being our second quarter sponsor. And, of course, we'll give them another shout-out in the fourth quarter. But so far, like you've mentioned, we had a pretty back-and-forth even game. Nobody's been able to break away.
No, and Streator had a good start to the game, and they've got to be happy with the way things are going. So I don't see them making very many adjustments at all. They're, getting it into their big man, Hoekstra, and then shooting, passing it out to Moton and Bruton for threes. So they've got a really good game plan, and they've done a great job defensively. So LP is the one that's going to have to making some adjustments.
We're going to take a break and come back to finish up this halftime show before we get back to second half action of LP at Streator, non-conference boys basketball game in the middle of January. This is when the season gets interesting.
Yeah, obviously the season is well underway. They've played over 15 games each, so they're getting ready for regional play here at the end of February.
We'll be back, 103.9 WLPO and the Star Rock Media YouTube channel. WLPO and the Star Rock
Sport car coming this way. You want to jump out in front of it zigzag style, make them go in a ditch?
What's the point, Raccoon? They just take it to Heartland Auto Body and be fixed up like new.
They still at 1515 West Peru Street in Princeton?
Yep, you know Denny the Deer?
I love Denny the Deer.
Well, he messed up the front end of a truck 2 weeks ago. Saw it last night. It was like nothing happened. Heartland Auto Body fixed it up so good, they even handled the insurance paperwork.
Those guys are going to put us out of business. Guess it's time to get a real job, huh? Think they'd hire us as consultants?
For complete auto body and collision repair, plus paint, maintenance, and more, trust Heartland Auto Body. Give them a call at 879-7767.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text METER to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely, that's METER to 321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
A tradition of news and sports. 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Halftime show here at Streator. Brandon LaChance and Mike Porter. Want to thank our sponsors once again for bringing this. Of course, our presenting sponsor, the Locker Room, Town and Country Services, Ottawa Honda, Heartland Auto Body, Spring Valley City Bank, and Illinois Valley Credit Union. Let's talk about Heartland Auto Body as they bring our halftime adjustments, where quality repairs meet hometown care. Get back on the road with confidence. Heartland Auto Body, your local repair experts. Led by Jason Maurice and his team. We've said a couple things that LP needs to do, but I know a couple are glaring right now heading into the second half.
Yeah, I want to see LP be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive and defensive boards. There were one, if not two, instances where Streator missed both free throws and were able to get the offensive rebound, which really I would think is very unacceptable to Coach John Seneca and the LP coaching staff. So I think they got to do a really good job of boxing out Streator on the rebounds on the offensive side and defense. So Streator has gotten several offensive rebounds, and I don't know, they're getting those second chance points, kicking it out and hitting the three. So I really think LP's got to be much more aggressive. I mean, they're offensively, they've started slow. Hopefully they can make some shots and hit some threes like they have throughout the season. But I really think if they get the boards defensively and offensively, that's just going to start the fast break and get LP going on the offensive side.
The only thing that I'll add, because I agree with you 1,000,000%,
okay,
is they have to adjust to the referees.
Okay.
They've noticed what is a foul and what isn't, and they've
Sure.
been called for some little ticky-tack things that now that they know the refs are calling that.
Sure. Okay, yeah, because obviously the last two games they've played pretty openly and they haven't called those kind of fouls. So you're absolutely right. It's a totally different game that's being called on the black and white stripes here.
We're going to take one more break, and then we're going to get to second half action as Streator and LP are just about ready to play some hoops. You hear the buzzer. We'll be back to catch the action.
I'm Alex Shabazz. I'm the general manager of the new Ottawa Honda. Ottawa Honda is proud to sponsor the Keys to the Game in local high school basketball. I want to invite you to come in and meet me and the team and check out the new Hondas arriving every day. If you mention to us the code word Keys to the Game, we'll give you an additional $1,000 off of any purchase, new or used vehicle. Visit us in person at the dealership or visit our website, ottawahonda.net. Ottawa Honda, where we make it so easy.
You've heard me talk about all the products and services we offer at Connecting Point Computer Center. Most recently about certain Windows programs that are being discontinued. Because of this, we are swamped, and we need to add professionals to our team of engineers. If you have IT experience with Windows Server, virtualization, security, or other related services, we'd love to talk to you. Connecting Point Computer Center offers competitive wages, benefits, insurance, and more. Stop in and apply at our office in downtown Peru today.
Connecting Point, we provide solutions.
Last Sunday, I'm driving through Peru on my way to St. B to Mass at 10 a.m. Raining cats and dogs. Yeah. And to drive through that gauntlet white way, it was like human Frogger. I don't know where they're going, why they're going, why are you out at 10 o'clock in the morning on game day? It's a mystery. Yeah, right. Pope Leo condemned gambling. He called it a scourge.
Notre Dame's not in a bowl game. He's pretty upset.
I just got another 1,000 years in purgatory.
Rod and Tom on 103.9 WLPO. Stick around for more great rock after the game on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock. WLPO.
The first 2 points of the second half with 2 free throws. Moten for Streator tries to hit a three, but that's long. But again, a Streator offensive rebound. So far we're already wrong with the half adjustment.
Well, it seems every loose ball, it seems Streator is able to grab. You know, they almost had a turnover earlier with a good defensive play by Stokes, and Streator was able to keep the ball, and then here is an offensive rebound on a long missed three-pointer.
And now they're taking some time off the clock, dribbling the ball around the three-point line. Bulldogs have been very patient on the offensive side of the ball.
Ooh, that's a tough pass there.
Hoekstra gets it. It's going to bounce off an LP player. They're going to get it out of bounds underneath the hoop.
That's into the band room over there.
It's going to come back with a drumstick, a trumpet.
Well, it bounced off a snare drum out there.
Here is Streator passing the ball in. Still lead 25-21.
Oh, it looked like he traveled on that one.
There's Persich with the steal, finds Bond in transition, and he's going to get the tough layup to roll in. Moten with good defense, but Bond still gets the bucket to
nice
drop.
Steal by Persic. On to Bond and into the score. So Bond has got the first 4 points here for LP.
25-23. They have cut the Streator lead to 2. Streator again passing the ball around to the three-point line, being patient. They've been patient offensively all game long. Continuing it here in the third quarter. Moulton with the layup, a tough
nice
one,
play.
and gets that to drop.
Yeah, he's already got 12 points so far in this game.
Sotelo for LP. Tried to pick and roll with Hill. And that worked a lot against Ottawa. It is not working against Streator here
Not
tonight.
at all.
Hill to Stokes, a wide open three. He'll take that one, and
Yes,
it's
he
going
will.
to drop.
Yes, he will. If he's got an open three, he's not shy about taking that shot.
And that's going to cut the Streator lead to 1 point, 27-26, 5:35 here in the third quarter. We're going to get a foul on Bond. Have to keep your hands off because they are calling them.
Are.
The hand checks are being called. That is the second for Bond. Streator with the inbounds. Tough defense from LP, but he did get the ball in. Hoekstra takes a step.
Nope.
But it misses. Sotelo with the rebound, passes it to Persic, who's on the wing outside the three-point line. See what the Cavaliers can do here. If they get a bucket, take the lead for the first time in the game. Here's a three from Stokes, just short. Sotelo fighting for the rebound, tips it out to Stokes. Passes to Persic in the corner. He shoots a three.
Oh, in and out.
But the board
Stokes
from
with the-
Stokes, he puts it in for LP's first lead of the game, 28-27.
Boy, I tell you, Persic's shot was halfway down, and it popped out and right into Stokes' hand, and he was able to lay it back in.
Moulton now is going to get double teamed, almost trying to get a trap. That's what they do. He picks up his dribble, but does get rid of it. That was the offensive rebound that we were talking that LP needs to get. Stokes gets it, puts it in, and takes the lead for LP. Stillwell.
Took a couple steps there, but had an air ball.
Got Bond to jump, but misses. Sotelo with the rebound, then a pass to
Gavin
Stokes. You know what that means. You know what that means. That is a Town and Country Services heat check as Streator has to call a timeout because Stokes gives LP a 31-27 lead. Whether you're hot, too cold, remember Town and Country Services is doing whatever it takes. Stokes is on fire.
Yep, 8 points really quickly here in the third quarter gives LP the lead. So hopefully this is one lead that they're not going to surrender here.
Taking advantage of the Streator defense. If they're off of him just a second, he's firing as soon as he gets the ball.
Yeah, and he's been, ever since he got into the starting lineup, he's been extremely aggressive with his shot. He knows he can make pretty much from anywhere on the court. So it's great to see a freshman with that much confidence in his game that he's able to, take a shot, on the varsity level.
And that means Coach John Seneca has confidence in him, giving him the green light.
Absolutely, absolutely.
31-27, the LP lead over Streator here, 4:17 in the third quarter. The third quarter has been the Braylon Bond and Gavin Stokes show.
Absolutely.
Letting them know it's just not Marion Persic. Everybody on the LP team can play.
Ooh, another trap over here.
Moulton gets out of it, though, finds
Long three.
Bruton, and he's going to knock down his third three of the game.
He has been on fire outside here.
And when you say outside, you mean outside.
Yes, I mean 3 long three-pointers.
Hill taking it inside, went
nice
for the reverse,
play.
just missed, but he is going to get fouled.
Yep, and that's Hoekstra's second foul here in the third quarter.
And that's a good sign for LP too because Hoekstra has been a menace inside.
Yep, he's got 3 fouls now, 2 in this third quarter, and he had 1 earlier in the game. So he's going to come out of the game real quickly here. I'm going to guess after this first free throw.
Doty's going to give him a break. Coach Doty has not been happy.
Yeah, he's really giving the refs something here.
Hill, the first one in, and it is good. That gives LP a 32-30 lead. Now Hoekstra leaves, and Sharon Morton, a junior guard forward at 6'1", comes in. Hoekstra is the tallest Bulldog at 6'5". Riley Stevens, a senior, is 6'3".
So LP definitely has a little bit of a height advantage here now in the game.
Hill misses the first long off of the hoop into the hands of the Bulldogs as Moten is going to bring it up with Eric Sotelo guarding him. Right about the length and the height that has proven. It's going to go to the ground. Moten tried to get past the LP defender, instead was tripped. I believe they're going to call that on Hill. Nope, they called on Sotelo. Yep. That's the second on Sotelo. Both Hill and Sotelo were both there on each side of him.
Yeah, he definitely lost his footing, so somebody tripped him. Good pass on the interior. Sotelo's got good defense, but doesn't want to get that third foul, so he really can't be too aggressive.
He did step away a little bit when Stillwell went up. Stillwell with the layup ties the game, 32-32. We're going to have a Bulldog foul. We're getting a little aggressive, more aggressive than we already were.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't expect anything different in an LP Streator game.
No.
It's going to be LP ball on the sideline. Gavin Stokes passing the ball in. Joined by Mike Porter. This is our first game together. It is a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to help out here. I know the radio station's been broadcasting quite a few basketball games throughout the season, so it's great to get out here and be on the other side of the table here as I've been announcing games at home.
Sowers misses the three. Sotelo gets the rebound.
Ooh, that would have been a tough shot there.
Stokes with the three.
Yep. I think that was correct call.
And it is going to be the Cavaliers' ball. That was a 50-50 call in the bleachers. That side, LP side, loved it. This side, Streator, not happy with the call. And that means we're at a basketball game on a Tuesday, because that's how it goes. A steal from Streator. That is Bruin. Boots in. He's going to pass to Morton. Morton going to try to cut inside.
Now that's pretty ugly there. No. That's going to be an LP ball.
He lost his footing. They're going to say he slipped.
Yep. There was no foul on that. I know Coach Doty is not very happy, but he was out of control as he started to drive.
Sotelo passes to Hill, who's going to bring the ball up. Not every team in the area is going to have a senior center bringing the ball up, but Hill can do that.
I haven't seen that too often.
Hill can do it, though. He's got some handles for his size.
He does.
Sotelo with the ball now. He's got Riley on him. Stokes, a give and go with Sotelo. He's going to try to give it back. Ball bounced around to Hill, puts it up, gets his own rebound, misses again.
Two rebounds in a row.
Third time's a charm. 34-32. LP takes a 2-point lead.
Well, there's that height advantage. It showed right there. Hill was able to get rebounds after two missed shots and finally make it in. Now he's coming out of the game.
John Sowers with the foul. I believe that is his third. It is. They are running the full court press.
Yep, looks like Kyle Spelich is going to come into the game now.
He is a junior guard, 5'7", had a few extra fouls. He's got some speed, little changeup, and they are putting him on Moten, so his speed is going to be a factor here.
Yep.
Because Moten in the quickest guy.
Oh, look at that. Spelich comes into the game with the steal and the layup. Fantastic play.
Talk about making a difference off the bench.
They're calling a foul here?
There was a warning as they went over the line on the inbounds.
Okay.
So when he was trying to pass the ball in the Streator
into the game, okay.
Yep, then the LP player put his hands over the line, and that's a warning.
Gotcha.
So now we got
next time it happens, it'd be a technical, I'm assuming?
Yes, yep. Second time's a tech, first time you get a warning. There's Bruni, loses the handle, but they're going to call Stokes with the foul. That might have been a bailout.
That's a weak one because the ball, he did not have even possession of the ball.
We have a close one here as LP has a 36-32 lead over Streator. They trailed the entire first half, but have put together a run here to get the lead. That's going to be out of bounds and LP ball. Coach Doty for Streator, not happy about that with the ball in his hands.
I was going to say, it was right in front of him. I mean, he could have been within the play on that call.
Now we got Eric Sotelo with the ball here. LP going the other way. 36-32 lead with under 2 minutes, about 1:30 here in the third quarter. Spelich has come in and made a difference off the bench, had a steal, a layup. Using that speed, now he's going to drive and kick. Bond in the corner with 3, went inside. Ball was tipped away, still gets it up, misses. The rebound's going to be Streator. That is Bruton. We're going the other way.
A lot of activity on that possession.
Bruton's going to lose his handle, but finds Moten right there. He's going to get Bruton back. You got to get on him real quick. I thought he was going to shoot. Stillwell, a nice layup. Went right, then switched it up in the air, went left. We have a 2-point game as LP leads 36-34. We're winding down here with 45 seconds left.
Man.
And we're getting way physical now, and they didn't call that. We're talking about ticky-tack fouls, but they didn't call either side. Could have been fouled there.
Right there, yeah.
There's the foul. But both of them could have been called for a foul there, and they didn't call that one at all. And when I say things like that, I'm not hating on the referees. I'm just stating what's happening here in the game because, I'm a referee. So.
Yes, you are.
And I got to work with them. So never talking smack about them. That's going to be a push-off on Sotelo.
Oh.
As I did see his arm go out. I don't know how much he pushed him. But Sharon Morton for Streator fell to the ground, and the foul against Sotelo. That is his third. He's going to go out of the game, and Jamison Hill is going to come back in. We got a couple subs in here with starters Braylon Bond, Jamison Hill, and Gavin Stokes for LP. Stillwell, Moten, Bruton, starters for Streator. So both still have 3 starters here at the end of the third quarter. Stillwell.
Oh, he's feeling it again.
And up and under, then a layup that goes in. 36-36. We're tied here with 13 seconds left in the game. I don't know what is more fun on a Tuesday night than this game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gavin Stokes with Bruton on him.
A lot of hand checking there.
And no shot for LP. And we're going to go to the fourth quarter. 36-36 tie.
Probably not what Seneca wanted to see. No shot at all at the end of the quarter.
I agree. We had nothing from LP, but hey, we got another quarter to see who's going to pull this one away. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, we're going to be back with fourth quarter action. You don't want to miss this one. 103.9 WLPO and the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel.
Represent your true colors. It's time to take the next step with the locker room. Whether you're hitting the field, court, or cheering from the stands, the locker room is your trusted partner for all your sporting goods and custom apparel needs. Just like the pros, the locker room understands what it takes to showcase your identity with quality and style. From team uniforms to fan gear, they have an extensive range of products to customize your dream look. Check them out online or visit Mike and the team in Spring Valley, and now on weekends in Utica. The locker room. Elevate your game today.
Feel smarter. Start your day with Rod and Tom and Starved Rock Local News and Talk on 103.9 WLPO. On 103.9 WLPO.
Streator are going at it here in Streator. 36-36 headed into the fourth quarter. LP had not had a lead the entire first half. Took the lead early in the third and then outscored the Bulldogs 17-11 in the third quarter. And now we were tied up here as we were in for a doozy here in this fourth quarter, Mike.
Yeah, LP had the by far the advantage in the third quarter, and Streator was able to get back into the game right at the end and tie this up. So it'll be a very interesting fourth quarter.
And we'll see if foul trouble is an issue here. A couple have 3. I know Sotelo's got 3. Marion Persic has 3 for LP. A couple Streator kids. Hoekstra's got 3. Persic pokes it away. Bond takes it. We're going the other way.
Oh,
and that's going to be over the back, or over half court.
Yep.
He was right on the line, but he lost his handle right when he got past the line and then took a step over.
Streator put a little pressure at the other side of the half-court line, and Bond just had a brain freeze there. So.
And we've seen pretty solid defense from both squads.
Yeah.
Aggressive at times, but hey, you got to be that way in high school basketball.
Sure. be as aggressive as the referees let them, I suppose.
And they have. They definitely have. Here's Hoekstra to Stillwell.
Yeah, it looked like he walked there.
Bruton with the ball way outside the three-point line, but as we've seen, that does not matter for him.
Not at all.
He's knocked down 3 long ones. Moten, who has the ball now, has knocked down a couple threes, but he's going to go inside for a layup. Misses, but Streator, offensive rebound.
They're going to call a foul either on Sotelo or Marion.
So one Cavalier is going to have 4, and it's going to be Persich.
Yeah, it's going to be Persich. He was reaching for the rebound.
And Hoekstra has been huge for the Bulldogs on the offensive glass. He's got at least 5 or 6 offensive rebounds.
Yep.
Moten with the ball. There's a screen from Stillwell, but he's going to shoot a 3. It is a little long. The rebound's going to bounce to Persich. Finds Hill in transition.
I was going to say, there's got to be a foul there.
He was grabbed by Morton. That was probably a good foul. Stop it, because Hill was going up for an easy layup.
Absolutely.
Still 36-36. We came into the fourth quarter tied.
I don't know what they're calling. They're calling they're calling him he's going to have some free throws.
They're saying it's a shooting foul, so they're giving him continuance. He's saying that he had the ball in kind of like a gather, ready to go up.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely giving Doty the explanation.
And he's even acting it out, telling him where the ball was at when he was fouled.
Yeah.
Here's Jamison Hill for LP shooting 2. First one is long. This has been a problem for LP almost all season long. The free throws have not dropped.
No, they have not.
Here's Hill for the second one. We are still tied, 36-36. And that one is long. Sotelo gets the rebound, though, for LP. Out to Persich. He's got to be careful whether he's got the ball or not, as he has 4 fouls. To Sotelo. Looking for a mid-range, got Hoekstra in the air, but passes to Persich, who's going to go up for a layup, and that's good. LP takes a 38-36 lead with 6:30 left in the fourth.
Nice drive there by Persich. That's one of his big parts of his game.
Moten guarded by Sowers, and we're going to get a timeout from Doty. Well, it looks like we're going to have a meeting first. Nope. Oh, we had a foul. Foul first. He was going to give him the timeout, but the trail, or the lead referee had a foul first. So if you didn't know that.
No, I did not know that. I was surprised because I saw the timeout being called. But
so the lead is the guy under the hoop, and he saw it on the side.
Hoekstra again with the rebound, but he lost his ball, and Stokes was able to get it. So big break for the LP.
Hill to Persich, who finds Stokes. Back to Persich. The spin move goes inside. A nice up and under, but misses. Rebound goes to Bruton for Streator, going the other way. LP still leads 38-36, just under 6 minutes in the final frame here.
Oh, no!
A steal from Hill that is going to be wiped away, and a foul instead.
Man.
Colin Byers coming back in for Streator.
Wow, that was very questionable there. Hill was almost leaving the scene, dribbling away, and they called it.
That is the first on him. Questionable, but they did call it. Stillwell with the ball for Streator in the inbounds. Moten has it with Hill on him. Thankfully, that wasn't on Persich, who has 4, or Sotelo, who has 3.
Right.
That's the foul trouble.
Both in the game.
That's the foul trouble for LP. Yes, all starters.
Oh! Wow, they're really starting to call everything on here.
And that's going to be on Hill. That's going to be his second. Too quick.
Yeah, Streator's going to be shooting free throws here pretty soon.
LP has 4 team fouls. The 5th one means 2 free throws on every foul, except offensive fouls.
Right.
Pass into Hoekstra. Hoekstra tries to go around, and yes, that was a travel. He dragged his foot as he spun around.
Definitely would have been a tough move.
Here comes LP. They lead 38-36. He gets past half court. And John Spencer says, or John Seneca says, hey, it's time. Shout out to John Spencer.
Yeah, I was going to say, if John Spencer's calling it, from the radio booth there.
Shout out to the boss man, John Spencer. I didn't know he could ref, but he probably learned a couple things from me. So maybe
he is the Rotary president, so he does have some power. So
that's true. Want to give a shout out to our fourth quarter sponsor, Spring Valley City Bank. Our local basketball programs aren't the only local favorites with a legacy of success. For 119 years, Spring Valley City Bank has been a trusted partner in helping our community with all their banking needs. Visit their locations in Peru or Spring Valley. But John Seneca takes a break here. LP does lead 38-36, 5:29 left in the fourth quarter. This could go either way. I mean, both teams they're playing very similar.
Yeah, they're not. No one's going to be running away from this one. This is going to go right down to the wire.
Just how we like it on a Tuesday night. Maybe not if you're an LP fan or a Streator fan, but for a radio guy, I mean, this is great.
You want to hear something, you want to see an exciting game, we have it.
We certainly do. 38-36. Everybody's coming back to the court. It looks like all starters are in, and that is a fact. All starters for both squads, Streator and LP. Sotelo with the inbounds to Persich. LP does lead by 2. Every basket score, points have been at a premium. Bonds to Sotelo. He's going to go inside and get the bucket. That was a big man move after the great pass.
Yep, absolutely. Eric Sotelo's first points of the game.
40-36. Here is Streator. Moten with Hill on him. He's going to go for a layup, and that drops.
Very aggressive move there.
Exchanging tough layups on both sides. 40-38 is the LP lead. Hill goes inside, passes out to Sotelo. Thought about a 3, but brings it back in.
That would have been a long one for sure.
Hill inside, goes for a reverse.
Oh,
Persich.
Nice Persich rebound and putback.
Persich with the 2, 42-38. We're seeing a lot of big man basketball on both sides of the ball here.
Ooh, very aggressive move there.
Bond poked it away, but it went straight to Moten. And it's going to go back to him after he gets to Stillwell. Bruton gets the ball on the outside and almost drills a fourth long 3, but instead rebound goes to Bond.
Wow, that one did not go down, which is a surprise.
Sotelo with the 3, that's going to go long. Persich and Stillwell fighting for a rebound, but
called a jump ball.
Jump ball, and it's staying here with LP.
I was thought they were going to call a foul on Persich there, but fortunately, it was jump ball, LP possession.
Stokes passing the ball in to Persich. Now to Sotelo. Eric Sotelo, like you said, hit his first basket, but he can get hot at any time. Finds Persich. Was looking to get Gavin Stokes inside, but the Streator defense tough there. Persich finds Stokes, makes a defender move, just misses the 3. Hoekstra with which seems like his 90th rebound.
Oh, but it was a mistake on the Streator part there.
Errant pass, miscommunication.
Oh, nice.
Gavin Stokes with the steal, then Marion Persich with the 2-pointer to give LP a 44-38 lead.
Yeah, I'm not really sure who Bruton was passing to on that play. Trying to do a 3-quarter court pass, and he went right to Stokes. Back to Persich for the layup.
Miscommunication for sure. Seen that in a couple wild card football games this weekend.
Yeah, right, exactly.
3:21. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back. We got an exciting game. You don't want to miss this one.
More about them than you? More focused on profits than customer service? Hi, I'm Steve Piano. That is not the case at Illinois Valley Credit Union. At IVCU, the focus is on you. We're in the business of helping you realize your dreams with low-interest loans that best match your financial needs. Get the lowest rate when you finance or refinance your car, motorcycle, or RV with IVCU. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become a member. Learn more at IVCU.com. IVCU, you are who we are. Member NCUA.
Imagine being hours from home when suddenly this happens. A father and his son were recently driving through on 80 when a deer ran out in front of them. They were fine, but their car, not so much. They ended up at Heartland Auto Body in Princeton, where the man's wife says, Heartland exceeded our expectations by far, making managing the repair remotely much easier. And the car looks great. Whether you're close to home or hundreds of miles away, it's good to know you've got good people to help you through. Heartland Auto Body in Princeton.
Feel smarter. Start your day with Rod and Tom.
It's the smartest show on the radio.
On 103.9 WLPO.
On the radio.
I was going to say, that was a travel.
Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter would get back, and we already have some chaos here. 3:10 left in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be on number 11.
And that's Jamison Hill, his third, and he's picked them all up here in the fourth quarter.
Free throws now for Streator going throughout the rest of the fourth quarter.
Here is Brennan Stillwell at the charity stripe, and the first one is good. That cuts the LP lead 44-39. He's going to shoot the second one here. And it is good. So it is a 4-point game now. LP leads 44-40. With just over 3 minutes here in the final quarter of this non-conference game at Streator. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter on the call. 103.9 WLPO and Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. Braylon Bond looking to get through Moulton, and he does. But we're going to have a travel call. The side ref calls the travel as he was trying to go in the middle of the paint. And it's going to be Streator ball. Here is Moulton bringing the ball up. Bond on him. Went through the trap, but finds Stillwell, who finds Morton, puts it up.
And he misses the layup.
Missed the sort of easy layup. Sotelo gets the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball, and the arrow is going to go to Streator. But Sotelo grabbed the board, and he was immediately surrounded by Streator players and couldn't find a way out.
Seneca's going to call a timeout here.
And we're going to take a 30-second with them. Catch our breaths for a second, because this game is
going to go down to the wire here.
It is going to the wire. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, 103.9 WLPO.
When a play breaks down on the basketball court, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt and professional service. Town & Country Services has their phones manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so your problems and questions are all taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country offers free estimates and affordable rates, are licensed professionals, and have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. When you need prompt professional service, call Town & Country Services in Tonka or Princeton.
Town & Country Services.
On your radio, on your mobile, and your smart speaker, too. Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO. Local, 103.9 WLPO.
That's Mike Porter, 2:30 left in this game. Streator with the ball, inbound pass. Bruton, and he's going to miss that one. Persich with the rebound, goes the other way. Anytime Bruton lets go, you kind of just hold your breath. And they immediately foul Persich. That is number 23, Colin Byers. He kind of grabbed him, hugged him, grabbed him again.
Obviously, they have some fouls to give here.
That is their second team foul, and that was his first. The starter is going to go to the bench. LP does have 5 team fouls, so any foul of theirs besides an offensive foul is going to send the Bulldogs to the charity stripe.
Yeah, LP has some foul issues here with some of their players.
Jamison Hill.
Oh, lost the ball.
Oh, they're going to call the foul on Morton.
Whew.
When he was
good, that was a break there.
When he tapped the ball away, they're saying that he hit him.
Well, Doty's not really complaining too much, so it must have been okay.
Yeah, he saw that one.
He saw it, yeah.
LP, Sotelo with the ball, guarded by Brendan Stillwell. He's been guarding Sotelo real close all game.
Oh. too strong there.
Rebound jumps around.
That's going to be on Sotelo.
And that is going to be his fourth. And foul trouble is going to become an issue here at the end of the game. We're 1:57 left in the fourth. LP leads 44-40. LP has 5 team fouls already. This will be their 6th, actually.
So what do you think of this, the new rule that came about, last year or the year before with no 1-and-1s? They do the 5 team fouls and get the free throws.
I like it because as a referee, most of the kids don't even know what's going on. The amount of times that they would go in on the first one when they didn't have to, and you know all this other stuff. For the kids, it made the game easier.
Okay.
For basketball purists, and I'm one of those, maybe not so much, but as a referee and for the high school game, I thought it was smart.
Well, honestly, I've heard, being at a lot of high school basketball games in the last year or two, a lot of refs are saying the same thing. They like the new rule.
Stillwell missed both free throws. LP with the ball. That's Gavin Stokes. Yeah, he had to get out of there before the 5-second count.
Yeah, that was close.
Eric Sotelo is going to have the same problem, but he gets the screen from Jamison Hill, and the Bulldogs defender switched. Now he's got Hoekstra on him, a little bigger, and Hoekstra's been a solid man-to-man defender all game.
Oh, there's a foul. It looks like they're going to take a little time off the clock, too, so LP's not in any rush.
That was one of those inadvertent ones you're not trying to make, but your shoulder did hit the other player.
Yep. And he's not in any foul trouble. That was his 5th. Okay, so he's not in any foul trouble anymore.
Hoekstra, that is his last time in the game. He takes a seat.
That's pretty big for LP there because he's a rebounding force.
He has owned the offensive rebounds. Persich with the ball after the inbounds. LP leads 44-40 with 1:20 left in the fourth. Streator's big guy, Hoekstra, 6'5", the tallest kid on the team.
Nope, he kicked it.
Gonna have a kick ball.
Yep. Streator was out to the races there, but player definitely kicked the ball.
Hoekstra, 6'5", out, so Persich, the tallest, biggest kid in the game besides Jamison Hill, both LP, so let's see if they can use that height advantage to get a couple buckets to ice the game. Persich, they're passing the ball around, trying to eat the clock. Find Jamison Hill inside. He passes the bond for an easy 2.
That's what you want to do, be able to get an easy 2.
Full court press as we're under a minute here in the fourth quarter.
No fouls here for LP.
Moten's going to look to dribble inside, slips, keeps his balance, and then puts it in. Doty is going to call a timeout after that bucket, but he gets it to drop.
Also, Sotelo was not very aggressive there, obviously, with him having 4 fouls.
Sotelo obviously didn't want to foul out.
Right.
46-42 is the LP lead. That was again, we've seen big man moves on both sides of the court from both teams, whether it's a big guy or the guards.
Yep, absolutely. The whole game it's been the same way.
And credit to the defense, they've been big man moves because the defense has put pressure on them.
Right. Yep.
Not been a lot of easy layups except the one down here, but that was a nice pass by Hill that kind of froze the defense. Both teams playing solid defense in this game as we have a low-scoring 46-42 LP lead, 43.7 seconds left in the game. LP did not have a lead at all in the first half, took the lead early in the third, and has held on.
Yeah, after it was 36-36 coming into the fourth quarter, LP has done a pretty good job here, outscoring 10-6.
Sotelo to Persich, but he's going to lose the handle. Stillwell to Morton, and that is going to be 5 on Persich.
Well, hey, obviously you don't want him to foul out. Of course, you don't want to give him an open layup with 37 seconds left and only up by 4. So you never want to see your best player foul out, but probably a good foul.
Persich goes out. John Sowers comes in.
It's the first time he's fouled out this season from what I believe.
37 seconds left in the game. We have Sowers, Hill, Bond, Stokes, and Sotelo in for LP. Morton for the Bulldogs misses the first free throw after the Persich foul that gave him his 5th, and now he's out of the game. And besides Morton, who is shooting, he came in for Hoekstra after he fouled out. Streeter's other 4 starters are in.
Yep. Missed both free throws.
Now Hill is going to get fouled by Bruton.
So that's the 5th foul there, so.
They wanted to foul Hill out of all the other ball handlers because they knew he was going to the free throw line.
And Hill has been 1 for 4 on free throws so far yet this game, so probably the right person to foul.
Christian Bruton, that's his 2nd. Looks like we have a sub coming in for the Bulldogs. It's number 15, Jackson Studnicki. And for LP, that is Kyle Spelich, the junior guard that we saw with the steal and an easy layup earlier.
Yep. He gave him a little spark right as he came in.
Sotelo went out of the game, but assistant coach Jen Soderholm grabbed him and said, hey, sit here, you're going back in soon. Hill misses 1, so he's 1 of 2 from the free throw line there. 47-42, 23 seconds left. Almost a violation, but not. Stillwell drills the 3. Drills the 3 for Streator, 47-45, and Doty immediately calls a timeout, and that's going to be a full timeout.
Yep.
Talk about a shot under pressure and drilling it.
Yeah, because he hasn't had a 3 yet this game.
15.9 seconds, we have a 2-point game. Usually around this time, if it's a different kind of score, you see people leaving, but he has not went, nobody's went anywhere. We're glued to our seats for this one.
Yes, absolutely.
Unless you're standing watching the game, but you're not leaving the gym, that's for sure. 15.9 seconds. We'll see what happens here, as it will be LP's ball underneath.
Both teams with 5 fouls max, so free throws and any fouls. We'll see what Streator does here on the defensive side. LP's been a little bit haggard with the ball handling here lately, so let's see if they can get the ball in cleanly and get it over the half-court line.
And this is when having a great coach comes into play.
Sure.
Bringing in a game plan, whether it's offense or defense. Streator with Bo Doty, LaSalle Prue with John Seneca, both great coaches to lead their teams into this kind of situation.
They can run the baseline here too.
Yes, they can, since they made the basket last.
Yes.
They make it, then you can move.
Yep.
There's Stokes, and he's going to get fouled by Christian Bruton.
Right.
That's going to be his 3rd, but that is a bonus foul. We are over the 5 in each quarter. As you said earlier, with the 1-and-1s, used to be 7 fouls. You do a 1-and-1
until the 10th foul.
And then that's double bonus. Now 5 in any quarter, then you're shooting free throws, but the erase after each quarter instead of the half.
Right.
Between
do you think it speeds the game up, perhaps?
I do. I do, yes. And it did change strategies, which, sometimes rules do that.
Right.
Gavin Stokes knocks down the first one. That gives LP a 48-45 lead here.
All right,
14.7 seconds. This is the one that matters.
Freshman on the line.
And he drills it. 49-45.
No question. No fouls here. Just let him.
Bruton got double teamed because they knew he was going to try to shoot. Moten puts one up. Not a bad look. Well, I should restate that. Wasn't a bad shot for the look that he had.
Correct. Jump ball. LP gets possession.
It is LP's ball with 2.4 seconds.
4-point lead. It looks pretty comfortable here. Anything can happen, of course, but.
I feel Streator is going to try to foul on inbound, and they do. Moten fouls Eric Sotelo. 0.7 seconds on the clock. LP already had a 4-point lead with a chance to advance it. Now I see a couple people leaving.
Yep.
49-45, Sotelo at the free throw line.
Yep, they're hitting the showers early.
This has been an exciting game to be a part of.
Well, like I said, the records didn't count here, obviously. So even though Streator had a losing record coming in, they were not going to give up. They were going to continue the fight, and they certainly did.
Sotelo knocks down the first. So now 50-45 LP. One more for the senior. And that one's good. 51-45. They inbound real quick, and that is it. LaSalle Peru escapes with the win, 51-45. A very tough, close, contested game here at Streator. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, we will be back for the post-game show of this non-conference boys basketball game at Streator. 103.9 WLPO and the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. And the Starved Rock Media.
Big news for winter sports fans. The Locker Room, your local headquarters for all your sporting gear needs, has just expanded. Skate rentals and concessions are now available at the Peru Washington Park Ice Rink. That's right, the Locker Room has teamed up with the City of Peru to make sure your family has everything they need for a perfect day on the ice. Whether you're looking for custom team apparel or a fresh pair of rental skates, come see Mike and the team in Spring Valley and now at Peru Washington Park. The Locker Room, quality gear, local service. Visit them today or online at lockerroompb.com.
Take the plunge into the freezing Lake Mendota on February 28th.
It's cold.
The law enforcement torch run Polar Plunge for Special Olympics Illinois is right around the corner. You can get a team together, or you can plunge all by yourself. If jumping into a cold lake in February doesn't sound all that great, then you can donate to the Starved Rock Media Radio Anchors Polar Plunge team with me, Jamie London, sports guy Brandon LaChance, office manager Amy, and intern Cam. Get started at plungeillinois.com.
Tickets to the game and wherever you go. Download the free 103.9 WLPO app today. Free 103.
As both of them were in the same conference for a long time, and then have not been for the last few years. And it still had that feeling here, like this was a conference game.
Yeah, and they've been playing each other, over each year at least once, whether it be here at Streator or at LP. So they've been kind of continuing the rivalry just on a non-conference basis.
And we can't forget last year's regional championship game where LP beat Streator in the final at LP.
Yeah, but a pretty heavily favored Streator team, I would imagine, at least the favorite team. Streator had a really strong team last year, and LP was able to come out on top to win the regional. So definitely rivalry still stands.
Streator led 9-8 after the first quarter, then had a 25-19 lead. We were tied 36-36 at the end of 3, and then LP wins 51-45. I know, Mike, you were keeping track of stats for me. I appreciate that. What do we got here for LP and Streator?
Yeah, Braylon Bond was the leading scorer for LP with 13 points. Marian Persic, usually the high-scoring player for the team so far, had 11. Gavin Stokes had 10, and Hill had 9. So we kind of spread that out quite a bit. Sotelo had 4, Spellich had 2, Sowers had 2. So pretty good scoring as far as for the LP side of the ball. For Streator, between Moton and Bruton, those with the three-pointers, they were kind of the leading scorers. We had Stillwell had 9 also, and Hoekstra was a monster on the rebounds. He definitely led the game in rebounds, offensive and defensive. He was very impressive. Fortunately, he fouled out near the end of the game, and his rebounding wasn't there for Streator at the end of the game.
Solid game all the way around, an aggressive one at times.
Yes.
The referees, they don't try to make an influence of the game, but some of the fouls, they were calling them really quickly to try to, diffuse anything.
Sure, right. And, obviously the kids were playing aggressively on both sides of the ball. You'd expect that in a Streator LP game, so referees kept it under control. Obviously some of the fouls, maybe we thought were a little bit closely called, but you know what? They were consistent, I think.
Want to thank the Streator fan base because we were right behind them. We do not have a table. We were just on the bleachers, and they kept looking at us a couple times. We got a couple nods. We got a couple smiles. When you get that from the opposing sideline or the bench, or the bleachers, that's a good thing.
Yeah, when you're sitting within the fan base of the home team, you never know what's going to happen. Obviously, everyone was courteous, and it was all, fair game, and, they were good. And, fortunately, LP came out on top.
We are going to take one more break, and then we will be back with our player of the game. Brandon LaChance, Mike Porter, 103.9 WLPO. 3.9 WLPO.
Local basketball teams chase big victories. We understand the power of small wins and a strong legacy. For 120 years, Spring Valley City Bank has stood beside local families and businesses, helping them reach their goals. I'm Heather Hammett. Spring Valley City Bank knows that strong relationships make all the difference. Our lenders know you and have the experience and expertise you need. Visit us in Spring Valley or Peru, or give us a call to set up an appointment.
Do business with your friends and neighbors. Spring Valley City Bank.
Spring Valley City Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Laugh off your winter blahs Saturday night at the Super Bowl with Steve Caminetti.
So now I got myself a nice toaster, got a 4-slicer. I know I'm bragging, I don't got a loan and paid it off.
Call the Super Bowl now for tickets and let Steve and Chris Spire warm you up laughing.
Toaster instructions. Look at, they got it in Spanish, they got it in French. That's got to be for French toast, I'm guessing.
Steve Caminetti and Chris Spire. Comedy. Saturday night at the Illinois Valley Super Bowl. On the way to Menards in Peru. You must be at least 21 for Super Bowl comedy.
The NCI Artworks Mad Hatter Ball is January 16th at the West Clocks Event Center to celebrate the arts in the Illinois Valley. Eat delicious food, enjoy amazing performances by talented students, and win great prizes at this fun, family-friendly event. Many thanks to Mays Lumber, Friends of the Arts, Liz Bishop, Inga Karras, and Peter Lindberger, and the Miller Charitable Trust for supporting the arts in our communities. Get your Mad Hatter Ball tickets today at nciartworks.com or call 815-866-5167. See you on the 16th at the Mad Hatter Ball at the West Clocks Event Center in Peru.
Hold on your hat, Starved Rock Country, because this is not your average night out. Country Night for a Cause rides into Seneca's Oak Ridge Golf Club Saturday, February 28th. We're talking a bucking bronco, a country buffet with a pig roast centerpiece, big fun and games, big-time auctions, and live country music to bring the house down. Country Night for a Cause is where cowboy boots meet community impact, all to support the Starved Rock Country Community Foundation, helping fund scholarships, nonprofits, and life-changing programs right here at home. You come for the Bronco, you line up for the country buffet and pig roast, you battle it out on the auctions, and you end the night dancing like nobody's watching. Tickets and sponsorships are on sale right now at srccf.org or call 815-252-2906. That's 815-252-2906. Grab your crew, round up your friends, and get ready to ride. February 28th, Country Night for a Cause, where the party's wild and the impact is real.
Don't forget, that phone you got can stream us from anywhere.
I see a smartphone and I want to get the app.
The 103.9 WLPO app.
I want to get the app.
Now playing Starved Rock local news, talk, and rock. This is where you go when you need to know. 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock news, talk, and classic rock.
Mike Porter here at Streator as LaSalle Peru just won 51-45 in a boys basketball non-conference game. And like we've said earlier before we took that last break, we've seen it all. LP had not led until the third quarter. Get the lead. We end the third quarter tied 36-36, and then the Cavs able to pull it out.
Yeah, the best quarter of the game for the Cavaliers, of course, was the fourth quarter, which is really what you want to see in a very, very tight game like it was tonight. It was, Streator was leading. They were leading in the second quarter. They were leading in the third quarter. LP was able to tie it up, but then, in the fourth quarter, they were able to pull away. And they hit some big shots, hit some big free throws, and pulled out the win. So good to see. I'm sure Seneca is going to be talking about rebounding as we go forward throughout the rest of the season. But good win tonight.
This brings us to the player of the game, brought to you by Illinois Valley Credit Union in Peru and Princeton. Become a member today and unlock all the financial services IVCU has to offer. I intro it like that because I feel our player of the game made the biggest impact in the beginning of the fourth and the end of the third to give LP that boost that they needed.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Braylon Bond is our player of the game. He had a really strong game scoring-wise, 13 points total, but he lit a spark. Obviously he had some big shots that LP really needed in that third quarter and into the fourth quarter, and he was consistent on the defensive side of the ball, got some rebounds, and obviously he's a starter for a reason, and we really feel that he was the player of the game tonight.
want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring this broadcast to you. Our presenting sponsor, The Locker Room, Town & Country Services, Ottawa Honda, Heartland Auto Body, Spring Valley City Bank, and Illinois Valley Credit Union. Also, big shout out to Mike Sabatini, our camera guy. The best in the business is what I call him. I think it's true.
Yeah, I like I said, I maybe there was one guy in Hollywood that might be a little bit better, but as far as in this area, yeah, he's definitely the best in the business.
I just heard Sabs say there's a couple. No, it's not true, Sabs. And, of course, Mike Redmond, the engineer behind the scenes. I already gave John Spencer a shout-out earlier on accident. I guess I can mean one now. The boss, the guy helping us run the show here at Star Rock Media. And, of course, Jeremy Aiken, John Small, all the guys, everybody back at the newsroom. Well, Mike, it's been a pleasure. This is our first game together.
I was able to do it. Yeah,
and we got to win.
Yes. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it for sure. 12-4 now, LP, going into the rest of the season. You know, going to have more conference games coming up. You know, I know they're going to play Caneland probably twice, 2 more times in the season. You know, obviously they're definitely the top team in the area for sure. So that'll be a test. And Sycamore, of course. So there'll be tougher games coming up.
LP now 12-4, like you just mentioned. Streator 6-9. Streator's next game 7 p.m. Friday at Herscher. That's ICE Illinois Central 8 conference game for them. LP's next game 7 p.m. Friday, Interstate 8 contest against Rochelle. We'll leave you there. Drive safe. Thanks for listening on 103.9 WLPO and, of course, watching on our Star Rock Media YouTube channel. Have a great night.